Dell Latitude 9510, the best Dell laptop for business. The 2-in-1 15-inch Dell Latitude 9510 is the thinnest and most attractive laptop available today. It is regarded as a business notebook. But what more can this laptop do but look good? Let's move on to the in-depth evaluation of the Dell Latitude 9510, the best Dell laptop for business. To discover more about this home computer from Dell. Overview about Dell Latitude 9510. The Dell Latitude 9510 is the company's top-of-the-line business laptop option, and if you want to project the image of a strong leader, this sleek and light laptop is undoubtedly your best bet. Because of its smart design, simplicity of use, and great performance, this is one of the best Dell laptops. The Dell Latitude 9510 has more than enough Intel processing power to tackle office and internet chores without a hitch, and fits into a chassis with a screen that is clearly too tiny to fit. Measuring 15 inches. This is a very good option for individuals searching for one of the finest all-around laptops that will last all day on a single charge. Even though it isn't one of the best gaming laptops and is obviously insufficient for gaming or demanding graphics work. See why, will we? Why Dell Latitude 9510 is the best Dell laptop for business. Design and screen. This vehicle appears to be quite innocent. Simple metal cases are unsurprising. Their slightly over 1.5 kilograms weight does not jump off the table or make you feel heavy. Turning it over allows you to enjoy the ports: 2 Thunderbolt 3, 1 USB 3.2 Type A, full-size HDMI 2.0, micro SD, and a headphone jack. But it isn't until you open the lid that you can truly assess it. In essence, though, the screen is what you see when the lid is opened. With 1080p resolution, a superb anti-glare surface, and some of the thinnest side panels we've ever seen, it is extremely stunning. The webcam at the top, a mediocre 720p model, its microphone, a Windows Hello IR camera for facial identification, and a proximity sensor that will lock the car if you move away from it, are all located in the bulkier top and bottom and wake him up when you get back. Fortunately, nothing is down there. One issue is that the lid must be opened by deftly moving it over the webcam and swiping a little latch to the right before closing it. This latch gets challenging to use if your finger is even the slightest bit sticky, greasy, or moist. In order to avoid confusion, wipe your hand on the leg of your pants before using it. The NVMe SSD, 512GB module in our review model, with 474GB usable, speeds up startup and is activated by opening the lid of the computer. Usability and performance. When you look down from the screen, you'll see a large trackpad that is a pleasure to use and easily deflects the palm when placed on it to type, as well as a keyboard that is flanked on 3 sides by a pair of stereo speakers that are better than they should be, especially considering they're right above the USB Thunderbolt ports. While the keyboard does generate some noise when in use, it is not particularly loud. It also has a nice travel. The power button is slightly more difficult to push than the other buttons and includes a built-in fingerprint reader. This is advantageous because it's close to the delete key, which you may use to erase files. Otherwise, utilizing muscle memory to swipe and click on it might have put the laptop to sleep. However, something increased the resistance. Our evaluation unit came equipped with a 16GB RAM and a 6-core, 12-thread Intel i7 processor from the 10th generation. This processor can turbo boost up to 4.9 GHz when necessary, although it often runs at a respectable 1.1 GHz without harming the battery. Because of this, the system is incredibly responsive. And although while we used it primarily for office work and web browsing, it wasn't slow when editing photos either. It firmly placed first among the desktop i7 from a few years ago in the Cinebench R20 test with a score of 1733, which is not bad for a mobile processor. The GPU, an integrated Intel UHD type that is at the bottom of the food chain, is the weak link. Don't expect to be able to play Cyberpunk 2077 on it, but it will work with an external 4K 60Hz display. The latest Wi-Fi 6 standard and Bluetooth 5.1 are both wireless. Battery life and noise with an external display attached and numerous tabs open in Edge. As we worked on Google Docs and conducted some online research, the battery lasted from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It had a full charge in the morning, and a 15% charge at the end of the workday. Dell's website makes the frankly scandalous claim that its battery can last for 34 hours, with the significant caveat that this claim can only be verified in a lab environment with an i5 processor and an 88 watt-hours battery. The 9510's battery is 52 watt-hours and non-removable. Conclusion: along with its incredibly thin design, the Latitude 9510 accomplished an incredible achievement with its battery life.